Morning everyone, and greetings from my tiny kitchen. Where we go from here? I just woke up a little bit ago, almost immediately looked at the analytics for my last video, and it doesn't look like much right now because I don't even have 100 views, but I am overwhelmed with support from people. I really didn't anticipate anyone watching that video, except for who already is my friend on Facebook or follows me on Instagram. So I did get a lot of feedback from people that I know, and that was great. The comments were really sweet, and it was really encouraging me to do more. I feel like you'd think I was burnt out from editing for 7 hours on a Saturday night, and then staying up until the video went live at around 2 a.m. my time. But I am not, and I'm feeling more encouraged than ever to make more content and really put myself out there because it was extremely validating and I really want to do more of it. It is Sunday right now and I have a lot that I need to do today. If you watched my last video, I have an essay that's a review of a musical album and I need to take notes for that. Then I also have that project that I did with the fairies. I'll put a picture in here. That's a 3-part project, so I need to do 2 more. I'd like to have them done today so I can print them either before or after class tomorrow. First things first though, my art desk is a disaster right now. It is so messy, so I need to clean that off. I really need some breakfast first, so I'm probably gonna make a bagel and some coffee. I need to feed my cats. I need to feed my rats. I don't know what else I need to do. I'm just gonna start it off by having some breakfast and then cleaning off my desk, and then we'll go from there with what I've got to do for the rest of the day. But I'll be making some art, I'll be organizing, and I hope you enjoy. I'm gonna take some time to drink my coffee and eat my bagel, and then let's get busy. It was like storming last night around, I don't know, 1 a.m. But now it's gorgeous outside. This is my disaster of a desk. It's just kind of covered in crap that has been occurring here for a few days now. My project for school is underneath there. There's some journaling stuff here. It's just, there's a lot of crap. So I'm gonna figure out how to clean this up and put everything away so I can actually use my desk. Ice water. Stay hydrated. I'm sure as you saw, I've cleaned off most of my desk except for some things. I had these 2 little drawings that I had done. I had asked for people to comment with really aesthetic looking pictures so I could practice working on like a small scale with my Poscas. So this was my first of the 3 for my making and meaning project, and I'm gonna be working on the other 2. That's the other thing that I needed to be working on today. There's actually quite a few pieces of art in this pile that I'd like to hang up around my apartment. I'm running out of wall space though. I really don't have that many more places to hang things up. I have this one really big print from last semester. This was a digital drawing that's printed on the same kind of paper, and it's a abstraction of molecules, but I gave it kind of this like retro 60s look to it. I'd like to hang it up somewhere, but honestly it's probably gonna end up on my ceiling because I don't have wall space. I also have a copy of the picture that I'm working from and the scan that I did before I added the butterfly wings on the larger one. I have a copper plate etching that I did I have this linoleum carving that I did for printmaking. This was a screen print that we had done. I had never screen printed before, and I learned a lot from doing this. There was a lot of mistakes that I wish I could change. I have 5 of these here with me. I'll show you guys what my digital version of this looked like, but I also have 5 more of these somewhere. There's some other stuff in this pile, but it's just like some blind contours that we did. I have my larger sketchbook here, and then I have my tablet. I'm going to be working on my tablet for most of the rest of this video because I need to take notes, and I take my notes on my tablet. I don't use notebooks. I take all of my notes digitally in the app Squid. Not sponsored or anything, it's just a phenomenal app. It's basically like GoodNotes for the iPad, but available on Android. There's a lot of pretty cool features, and that's how I take my notes for any class that I need to take notes in. I'm going to be taking notes on my tablet for the album review we need to do for FEC. I'd like to get my notes down today so that in class tomorrow I have them all written out and I can just start writing my paper. It's pretty short. I think it's like 500 words. I kind of want to get pretty concise thoughts and research like the band members and get names and dates and all that stuff. And then I also don't have making and meaning until Tuesday, but I mentioned earlier I'd like to be able to print the other 2 of the found image collages either before or after FEC tomorrow, just so I have them in time for class on Tuesday. My school uses Google Classroom, so I'm just gonna go and get the assignment sheet for what we're doing, just so I can have it up and reference it when I need to. The assignment is to write a 500 to 800 word music or film review. I'm gonna be doing the album Hawaii Part 2 by Miracle Musical. So our guidelines is we wanna listen to the album, research facts, the date of release, song titles, stuff like that. I guess I'll open up Google and I'll Google the album. I'm just gonna screenshot some of this instead of copying it, and then I can copy to clipboard, go back to Squid, and then paste it. Dream Suite in C major is the song I was introduced to first, and I really enjoyed it. Listening to it, I was not prepared for the rest of the album though. It's definitely the most listenable song on the album. My whole kind of review is going to be focused on how it's both an exploration of Joe Hawley's mind, he's the lead singer, but it also does sort of tell a story. I won't spoil anything too much, but there is a track called Murders, followed by The Mind Electric, so make your own assumptions about that. I think it's kind of cool. The album released on 12/12/12 at 12/12, so December 12th, 2012 at 12:12 in the afternoon. That's hilarious and genius.
I took some good notes. I kind of outlined how each song can be interpreted, as well as got some basic information about release date, obviously the artist, label, track names, and then I just said what I wanted to focus on. But yeah, I took some good notes. I think this is a solid start, and by tomorrow night after class, I can have this paper easily finished. I'm back in Google Classroom now. I'm going to the assignment page for the collage project that we're doing. So I wanted to get the digital file of the picture that I'm working from so that I can save it. Oh, it's such a bad file quality. Damn. Okay, I'm probably gonna have to scan in the copy that I have. And I like the graininess that's happening in this printout. So let me go scan this really quickly. A lot more effort to get that scanned than I originally thought I was going to. I tried to connect it to Google Drive, it didn't work. So I had to do it from my phone. I finally figured it out and I have it saved on my Google Drive to work on as soon as I have something to eat. So I'm gonna spiralize some zucchinis and stir fry them for dinner. I had taken a short break to get cozy with Yoshi because I've been working really hard, and taking breaks is good. Taking rests is good for your physical and mental health. So I sat down and watched some YouTube for a little bit, but I'm hungry, so I'm gonna go finish making dinner. I had stopped filming for a hot minute to eat my dinner, which was very good. I have been working on my other project already. Hello, it is about 8:30 right now, and I've been taking a little bit of a longer break than I would have liked to. I did get a little bit trapped in a YouTube hole, had some dinner, had some dessert, so I'm full of food, and I have finished the digital parts of my other project. Most of it I did off camera. I have my pictures ready to Posca. This is the one that I'm doing for the second one, Purveyors of the Arts. And then for the last one, Critics of the Arts. I'm probably gonna hold off scanning them until I get to school just so I can get a high quality image like I did for the other one, and they're all pretty consistent. I'm trying to remind myself that just because I take breaks doesn't mean I'm not being productive. I've done a lot today. Being productive doesn't mean that you attack like 20 things that you have to do. So just because I didn't have the time to tackle this mess on my floor doesn't mean I wasn't productive. I got notes for my paper so that I can finish my paper by tomorrow. I have these almost done and ready to print out tomorrow. I made some lunch for a couple days at school. I had some really good food. I ate healthy, drank a lot of water. So it has been a good, productive day, and I'm glad you guys came along with me, but it's not done yet. Just because I take a break for an hour or 2 hours doesn't mean I'm not being productive. And I think that's really important to remind myself. I tend to think like, oh, stopping and doing nothing for a little bit is a counterintuitive to productivity, but in order to focus, you do need to take time off for yourself. So I'm trying to remind myself of that and just trying to say, you know, you're still productive even if you did stop for an hour. So.
Wait a minute.
I'm definitely curious about what y'all want to see from my channel. If you want to see like fashion content, more vlogs, more art. I definitely don't want to start my channel off saying I'm specifically going to make this kind of content or that kind of content or whatever. I really want to do some journal flip-throughs, bullet journal flip-throughs, sketchbook flip-throughs. I don't know, I watch a lot of them on YouTube. Onyx. She's literally playing with a bag of garbage. Thank you for coming on this day with me. I hope it was at least a little bit interesting. I felt really productive. I felt like I got a lot accomplished today. You saw a little bit about how I take notes for papers, how I work on projects for school, how I kind of go about my day. This was definitely not an average day for me. I'm finding that I have a lot more energy than I usually do recently, and because of that I find myself accomplishing a lot more, which is good, but this is not an average day in my life. I'm usually not doing this much. I get like one thing done, if that. It's the start of the semester. I've got a lot of good energy right now. I'm trying to keep going on that good energy train. Oh my god, Onyx! She's in a bag of garbage. Okay guys, well thanks for watching. Subscribe if you like. Check out my only other video that I have right now if you feel like it. Get out! Oh my god, thanks for watching.